More than 265 lives have been lost to fuel tanker explosions in Nigeria. Guess what? Twice of that number have perished in the last 2 years. In more than half a decade, tragedy had feasted on major risk. The answer is a resounding no. Scooping fuel from an overturned petrol and disaster strikes. Ignorance or hardship cannot the relevant authorities to secure the area and prevent a potential explosion. It is better to stay alive for your loved ones who depend on you than any way being otherwise. Remember, fuel scooping is deadly.
Of Lagos.
Whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity, and you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. A promise made will be a promise kept. If I could...
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us. Wow. If you listen to Ogi Oringo, I hope you enjoyed it, and I want to appeal to you, to our colleague Ogi Oringo at the show. Odogu Billy, Tiki Taka Master, super good guy, one of the very best to run all of those shows on radio. Yes, next week, Friday, 3 to 4 p.m. When he was playing this song, he was signing out with, that's the greatest Igbo song ever made. Yes, there's some amazing song. Oliver de Coke, Savik, it's a different feeling. And if you look at how many songs, how many other choruses, how many hip hops, well, that is not what we're talking about on the show today. We're live in the situation. We'll switch over from music to politics, but it's a beautiful transition just to get to a Friday on a very good ride. And when we're done with politics by 6 p.m., I would also still be here to take you through the world of sports on Sports Cruise Live from 3-bedroom, fully furnished apartment to one of the Super Falcons player. But that would be by 6 o'clock. Let's talk here. I was supposed to have a guest come talk to us about the street renaming in Lagos, and the much ado about almost nothing around it. It's everywhere in the world. It's a global practice. Streets are named after people that have made their marks in those communities. Bus stops are named after people that have history in that particular state or in that particular area. So if they wake up today to change Charlie Boy bus stop, if you say Olamide Bado bus stop, some conductor will probably look at you like Ogabule Law, like, where are you going to? So even if they change it, even if they whatever it is, I think sometimes, we get into certain conversations and then we just unnecessarily distract ourselves, and we just ignore key things, major issues. We focus on the minor and we ignore the major. And I've listened to so many conversations around the street naming and street renaming, and I'm asking myself, how did we get to this point? I mean, it's as crazy as the fact that they brought in tribalism into it. Oh, they're changing the name from my Igbo speaking. Do you enjoy by having a street named after you? There's a Keode bus stop at your father's, and then we system, and we're not talking about it. The fact that opposition parties in this country have started endorsing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his second term, an endless wave of endorsements. And you ask yourself, endorsing a president that is anti of democracy had to be the presence of a viable opposition, not just so. But when you see the largest opposition party in Nigeria, the number of governors after the issues that we should focus on, rather, we choose to talk. You're live on Mainland 98.3 FM. If it's all through from Monday, we started off the show this week with Professor Pat around the economy, where we are as it always choose not to apply those solutions to our problems. The reason is that they need to keep show was that, listen, you said all of the good things that can make this country work. You have friends highly placed within the corridors of power, outside of the corridors of power. And I said once that you said on the show, and he said the only way this country can work is for us to love this country. And that was the way the show ended. I mean, that response felt basic. Love Nigeria. Yes, I love Nigeria. I pay my tax. I'm a law-abiding citizen. There's in my office. What do they expect me to do? What more do I need to do to show that I love Nigeria? Do you tolerate people's religious differences? Do you appreciate people's political differences? Do you hate people because they don't support the candidate of your party? Do you sell bigotry on the platform of, oh, you didn't vote for my candidate in 2001, I'm not going to vote for your candidate in 2000. He's thief like me, I will support him. When you know quite well that this individual cannot deliver. You don't love the country. When you see the economy is unfair on the people, but and you think you love the country. Listen, you're listening to me right now, and then you are changing or you are cleaning the expired dates food. 6-month-old kids, 1 year, you are cleaning the expiry date on those food and you are putting in a new one. And you are saying you love Nigeria. How do you want to love Nigeria that way? Or whatever it is on the seat beside you, and you picked it, and then you saw the ID card of that person, rather than for you to find a way to reach out to that you need, and you say you love Nigeria. What kind of love is that? Come on, talk to me. What kind of love is that? Or when it rains, instead of you to dispose your refuse properly, you release them into the flockages. Who pours those dirt in those gutters? You. And you say you love Nigeria. How do you want to love a country with the legendary King Kwamwan, King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal? I've shared this before. I needed to be outside of nose mask. There was still face shield and all of that. And so we're at the airport. I think on that particular day, I was supposed to board, so they said people should use their hand luggages to maintain their position on the queue, so that you don't, people will take something, drop it in the airport where there's already a disposable basket just right in front of you. We're just got off the plane, just Ethiopia here. The same woman got to Addis Ababa, well behaved, and the thing just struck my mind that it is not a system that does not punish people for doing irresponsible things. And that's the fact. If the woman likely deports me back to where I'm coming from, that was why she behaved. She was well coordinated. She waited for her luggage to come, and I'm like, just a few hours ago, this woman was acting so erratic at the airport in Lagos. But because she knows that, oh, I'm in a different country here. If foreigners do the same thing in this country, because they know that nobody's going to police officers, and they told the police officers to line up in uniform with their, just standing on site with their cigarette. Don't have a system that puts people into order. That is why somebody will feel big enough it. Where the Aviation Act of 2022 was very clear about it. Not one session, not two sessions, different places. And then this matter will do this. You have the effrontery, irrespective of how highly placed you think you are. And then you were telling the officers that stopped you, you were calling them foul names, and you were telling them that you will report them to the governor. You did the wrong thing. You did the wrong thing. Former governor in this country, they've already finished boarding senator. So because you repeat, and then they say you cannot board taxi. How the person, let the person come now. We always feel like whatever it is that we want, you go to do this one. On Saturday, you go to do this one, you go to do this one. But you are using your own life to inconvenience other people. So we're only taking advantage of it. The person bringing in an expired product to sell in the country knows that he can bring in 100 million liters of adulterated fuel, sell it into the market, damage people's cars, destroy people's generators, and then nobody's going to be held accountable for it. Because we know that I can do this. Each airport is even far. They have to deboard you because you refuse to either comply with the rules, and then you go and stand in London. Go and do it at JF Kennedy. Lock you up. Nobody's punishing anybody. The pilot could be wrong in evidences. It's as simple as that. Okay, you cannot board this plane with this container you're holding. Whether it is water, whatever it is, they will give you water on the plane. Stood in front of an airplane that is about to taxi. How could Could Nonso have done that? 40 in terms of implementing, and there's so much lawlessness everywhere. We have legalized. What does it mean to you? When you wake up every day, are you looking for ways to get this country better, or you're looking for ways to also get your own out of the national cake? Thing, and I feel so disappointed. On the positive, probably she should flask or water bottle, whatever it is that it is. You eat with it, it will get. God for class, but classism does not mean you should lose your morals. It give you two lives. It doesn't more racism in a society. It can be for the good. Connected, we use it to mess people up. We use it to oppress our fellow Nigerians. You would also come back to still oppress the same commoners that are also eating on the same table with you. Come on, guys. We can manage this country better. I just on my own moral compass, but there are things. There are times I want to run laundry, then I will just see a wrapper of my favorite snack in my jean pocket. Oh, I had this thing so and so on certain day, and I'll trash it properly. I could have I just thrown it out of the conversation around. Oh, and you now break the person's hand. You broke my hand now. Which hand do I want to use to work to pay you your money? Of zero there for hours, and then you build an unnecessary pain for other people in that traffic because you are trying to host a party, and you decide to use canopy to block the whole street. You get it right. As some of the countries that are working all over the world, their citizens don't have two heads. In fact, majority of them are not. Just told me his conversation. Professor Pat told me rather conversation on Monday. He just locked the entire week down for me. Because when I asked him that question, I was expecting him to, just. And on Tuesday, we had Honorable George Ashiru, the state chairman of Assumptions. They've been in existence since 19 years. They've just tried to maintain their ideologies. And how do you say? I had the National Public Secretary of the same ADC, Mr. Bolaji Abdullahi, former Minister of Sport, on coalition, accountability, and so many other things. So in our tradition of a Friday, we're going to be side by side, the summary of what we've done the entire week. We'll also look at these issues of endorsement from the president, and it's hard to talk via the phone. So just relax. Let me read this one real quick. Said such anti-party activity had continued to negatively impact the party of the PDP. Earlier today, one of the members of the party, SWC, expressed dissatisfied declaration of support and willingness to work for the victory of the APC in 10 subsection 6 of the PDP, any of its elected government, and heavy argument urged the members to remain loyal and focused. It also asked them 2025 in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State. I remember that on the 28th of July in Ado-Ekiti, the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Peter Fayose, openly endorsed, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term. I also endorsed the governor of Ekiti State, Biodun Oyèbánjí. Okay. 5 days prior to do our following strategic meetings with the PIT, I have been unanimously endorsed by the Osun State prediction in 2027, recognizing him as a proud son of Anambra State. Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo also openly endorsed the president. We've seen it everywhere. But how dangerous to democracy is that? One of the reasons why the coalition and the ADC seems to be flying today, and is it this one? Is it that one? One issue in court today, one issue in court tomorrow. At the end of the day, the former vice president of Nigeria and the 2023 presidential candidate of the party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, had resigned from the party. A former reps and senator and governorship candidate of the party in Kogi State, Senator Dino Melaye, had also left the party. A lot of former governors, former senators have also resigned their membership of the PDP. Look at the Labour members had left the Labour Party, factional leadership of the party. In fact, the local government election that was conducted in Abia State won it. We've seen all of this. We've seen senators of the PDP, all of them, even staying in the PDP and endorsing leadership issue. Just a few months ago, Julius Abreu was in Abuja in the audience with the FCT minister. the man that embodies the PDAPC, because he's a member of the PDP and is a 7th minister on the cabinet of the APC, and he reiterated it over and over and over again that he would work to see that the president wins an election in 2027. It's over for now, obviously because of the departure of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar from the party. So when you have governors of opposition party that are supposed to, help our democracy to continue to grow, if they are not decamping, like we saw in Akwa Ibom State, like we saw in Delta State, imagine the governor, the vice presidential candidate of PDP in 2023, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, had also left the PDP and also collapsed the entire PDP structure in Akwa Ibom State, and they've all moved openly decamped to the APC. Labour Party, 21 lawmakers have left the party in the last 1 year. How many senators did they have? How many reps members? Let's talk about this. 0913-600-0410. So I brought up 2 conversations already today. Use the entire 90 minutes to review everything we've done in the course of the week, and also introduce an open conversation today. And the conversation we're introducing today is that, what do you make of this constant endorsement of the president? Don't forget, the word of the former national chairman of the APC, Alhaji Atiku Party, spoils governance. Is that exactly what is playing out? Let me take your every Monday to Friday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Let's talk. Hello, good evening. Oh, got a bit late. I'll keep calling.
Okay. When I watched that video, by whiskers, somebody was behind shouting, "Why you not wait? Why you bend?" And I begin to imagine, these are the things that we see because I know somebody. You remember, like you said, look at what ᴏᴜᴜᴜ did. For just talking, it's still part of the impunity. Democracy, not only one party said because they imposed it on them. It was a decision taken collectively. But why must you rig election? If you know you are doing the right thing, why don't you allow people to make their choices? You see, when people make their choices, it makes democracy to thrive. The monies that they say the president is on now, federal government project, is it that he's doing the right thing? We are just hypocritical and easy to behave like the ostrich that buries his leg in the sand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Ambrose. Keep it calm. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Robert. I am calling bus stop. What we are practicing now is, you understand, situation whereby only one person will post something on people and the thing will stand. It's not by the issue. Those that will still go to that polling unit in 2027 and still cast their vote for what they have is vote to any IB. But it's like some of us in Nigeria, we just like to choose to suffer. We will be saying something on social media about what in this country. If they give, thank you, my brother. This suffer that is better than Abi. With what we went through, that we almost died. I remember this man changing move. That is Nigeria. So they now we are
about it. February, those times to collect 15,000 to go back to where better than today. And you want to go back. They start cursing Moses. Take us back to where that they just got. They just took them out from. Back to where we are coming from. Even though where we're coming from was not even the best of times. You're welcome. That's Mr. Desmond.
This Pastor Tony, what is your colleague? And he says we should love our country. We are all guilty as an. You are talking about environmental. We are talking about it more than the government. Government tries to build a good environmental, but the citizens in Ikorodu side where those all those places today, they are citizens. They are causing the problem with government. And what will happen to Wasiu, I don't like to use that word, but I will just say that, and it's very ignorant. If Nigeria wants to make progress, let that man go to jail for that 2 years.
From Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good evening. That's Mr. Peter Osifo.
Yes, this is Mr. Peter Osifo calling from Abaraja in Ikoton. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, concerning Kwamwan, the musician, Wasiu Ayinde barrister, what he did last time is not forgivable at all. Before the eyes of patriots and every good human being. His behavior is very bad. Trying to commit suicide because that is suicidal in nature, standing in front of an airplane. And apart from that, it should also be charged for, trying to so it should be seriously dealt with. So that is my own as far as that matter is concerned. Then for the coalition, I was trying to ask a question to both parties. Sure, any of them was able to answer that question. Even when I asked Bolaji that I've seen this ADC as a placeholder party for ADA, if ADA is actually formed, and what if that or depend to ADA and leave ADC? If that happens, maybe that is the reason why Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu call that coalition a coalition of confusion. But again, when we are not talking about PC, as far as I'm concerned,
of course,
you understand?
Everybody plays politics. You want them to join you. Nobody wants to have an opposition. I understand.
So, and I don't see a PDP now as a real party. It's just party waiting.
Thank you. Thank you. Where a journalist, a colleague of ours, drove against traffic. He said he drove on the BRT lane. Whether it's the BRT lane or BRT buses, that's what it's meant for. Maybe occasionally, maybe there's an emergency, an ambulance needs to pass, or there's a fire. The law. So someone that's supposed to teach how the law must be upheld is even the one breaking it. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. God bless you. I greet everybody. Like this reach up to 1 million in this country. You see, any side. In fact, you finish everything. No, we are the problem. I stay in Yanakpaja sometimes ago. Agege. But when I drink mineral, this thing I hold, I will not drop it anywhere. I can't just throw it anyhow like that. I will use it because for me, the way I was brought up, my grandmother would tell you are messing this place. Are you the one sweeping this place? So that makes me, that great Apple is my company. I said, no, you go for where the dustbin always been. Drop it there. You see how Nigerians are behaving. The person who come last want to be the first.
To be attended to.
Yes. Queue, long queue. And it will be apart from the government side, we ourselves, we are not helping issue. If you love this country very well, you must do the right thing.
Thank you.
You will not say this person is from the other person. We love ourselves.
Station. So you found a way to alter your meter. So people pay for 10,000 worth of fuel. And then by the time they get into their cars or into their generators, you find out that they've actually gotten maybe just sell something in measure. Maybe, for instance, you want to sell onions in a paint bucket, and then you put this small and damaged one. You know that this thing you are selling is expired. Then you clean the dates, and then you put another date on it, and then you return it to the shelf, and then people would buy, and then you put the lives of people at risk. And we say it's government. How is it government? How? Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good to have you.
Yeah, are you surprised what is happening? This endorsement and then whatever. If you follow Lagos politics, you will know that that's the Tinubu way. That is why I was anybody that not support him or anybody that not do the will of him, either he brings you down or they will you to join them. That's how he do his things.
Hello? Oh. Okay, try and call back. We still have, said or you turn it off completely.
My radio is off.
Okay, I think it's clearer now. Go on.
Yes. Okay. That's the situation we find ourselves. Can you imagine? Is that what God sent him to talk? You are saying that what will make this? I don't understand. So for whatever is going on in this country, I remember when I went to cast my vote during the 2023 general election at Magodo. All those Tinubu's boys, they come to our polling unit threatening us that if you don't vote for where people are not civilized, but coming to Magodo, they cannot do something like that. So whatever is them going to suffer them as far as I'm concerned. That's my belief in this country.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 0913600410. You're live in the situation because we try our best every Friday not to have guests. Sometimes it can be very difficult. But today, the phone lines are open. Mr. Gege Joshua.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Prof.
Good to have you join.
Wish to talk about. I'm sincerely upset.
Thank you.
So let me start on a good note. See, this coalition will fail. The coalition parent party, they are still existing, and the entire members, or even their neck is not agreed that yes, we are part of this coalition. Meaning that in 2027 that they will not secure a presidential candidate. Labour Party is still a candidate. Labour Party will produce a presidential candidate, and in this coalition, anything that makes, I think we sincerely defeat, I think will be merciless. I think we mess him up during the primary, and I know it's not going to work. You will now see a situation where they will now scatter all the votes. You will see the people will still go for their normal presidential candidate. ADC will look for a way to just maneuver when it comes to the election. The other one I want to talk about any other deal. What it did, it just embarrassed Nigeria and Nigerians. I think you don't go. And people, you don't even know who they are. Some are even richer than you. You don't even know if they are done.
As if it's Sienna boss.
Ah, God.
We don't how do I put now, we don't play psycho fancy card on this show full of professionalism. Whatever it is that happened at that airport with the man and the airline operator involved, it's a mess on both sides. It's a big mess on both sides, and that's the fact. Irrespective of how highly placed you think you are, you should never.
Hello, good evening.
Good to have you join me on the show today.
Yeah, happy to hear from you.
Thank you. You too. Please, can you be audible a bit?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Very clear.
Yeah, if God really want to use somebody as an example, it hardened the person's heart. So like what is happening, enough of this wickedness that is happening in this country. People have suffered a lot, and we can't bear it anymore. So, just watch out and see. From now, that's what I want to let everybody know.
Thank you very much. Let me also still read your messages so that we don't leave anyone behind. This one says Friday analysis is at cross purpose to meet politicians affect us all. Thank you so much for today. Temidayo Idimu Lagos. Thank you. Exactly practicing democracy, but a resemblance of democracy. Ope, can you tell me the difference between military rule with this present government, when one cannot protest freely, one cannot enjoy so because they are afraid of being arrested for their looted funds by the EFCC? If not, tell me why. Is APC doing well? The answer is capital no. So why is everyone identifying with them? Ambassador Musba, oh, I got a bit late.
Calling from
Waleke.
No, Eric, I just say Eric. Oh, sorry. Almost my life. I don't think. You want to see who I am, man. Democracy. We are calling for democracy. Now with this now, feasibility of production. That is what you see now. Everybody.
Very much, Mr. Eric. I want to, in a way, disagree with your final, reasonable people that have associated with the president and still associate with the president. And there are some people that also act, or you can't imagine what was going through their head when they of his own, and it's just taking advantage of the fact that we have a system that is not exactly as punitive as it should be. So people do stuff and then they go away with it. Hello, good evening, Prince YS.
Mr. Sports, Akérédé, you see, for K1, it's too small. It's supposed to be 1 year. Or if another person come around, or Samson come around, they implement it. We, this part of the country, we are Omaluabis. Yoruba. What is somebody, maybe you know somebody, or you are so stubborn, or that is spell on you. You hear me that way? A man wants to become the outside of the devil and say, no, I never heard of you. I never heard of you.
I'm with you. Go on.
When One time, no, you said something today. You don't be like a prophet. You said it very well. No, your government only wants to plan them with swiftly inside the gutter. How many times do that come out? Because when you talk to a leader today in this country, not only people that are up by Aso Rock, not only that is governor, even though it's like a husband of your wife who have 4 children that lack of home training because the daddy and mommy are not playing their role. Could you believe we are doing my business? I want to be a chairman of that place. If I am contending and more, what is it? Man to tell it to the advisor of my channel. I tell that to tell everybody. I'm not going for a second time. People are calling me, what is the matter? What is the matter today? They were calling me Ebu. A lot of this to my director sportsman. All of us, we must make sure we coach. When you come on later, he said you hold NEPA 400,000. You go there to negotiate. You say you pay 200,000. Why do you hold NEPA 400,000? Somebody will tell me.
That's the essence of a town hall meeting. So we just, tell ourselves the very. Sometimes we don't even want to hear these truths, but we have a lot of Nigerians are badly behaved. There are no two ways about it. We can choose to, be as diplomatic as we want to say in Iran. How badly do you want this country to progress? Somebody had sent me a DM on social media when I say, guy, they do Nigeria like saying a papa country. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm still here. I'm still feeding and taking care of myself, working in this country. So why am I supposed to wake up one day and pray that the country should burn down? Where am I going to? Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm speaking from Shemolu.
You're welcome, Engineer Ladapo. How are you today?
Thank you very much, my brother. Everybody is commending you for your nice stuff, for your nice initiative, for your nice everything. God Almighty continue helping you. The more knowledge. What we are looking is not what outsiders are looking. It's a shame to all the 230 million Nigerians. Because there is no individual that did that in any airport, 100 countries in the world. It's a show of shame to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Sometimes when they say they paint Nigerians back, it's so small these days that whatever you think you're doing and nobody is seeing you, people are seeing you. So I would see Kwamwan maybe at Itro next month or after his 6 months, whatever, and then crap will not move. It is because we know that when we do these things in this country, do you know who I am? I will call this person. Who are you? Are you the giver of life? You are one person. You are just one Nigerian. You are like me. You are like everybody else. You are only privileged to have contact of the person you want to call to come and oppress a fellow Nigerian like you.
Oh, wow.
How can I not want to pick your call? It's not intentional.
From a solar kingdom.
You're welcome, Mr. Jeffo.
It's unfortunate where we find ourselves, my brother. It's unfortunate. This country is not.
Okay, please.
Let's stop pretending.
Okay.
You see all these coalition opportunities that without changing our electoral system, APC are planning for election. They are planning how to rig election. Because APC have failed this country woefully. Tell me one thing they have done. No, nothing. So the president is saying that coalition is done. You have gas, you have everything. You are still borrowing money year after every year out. What are they doing with those money? Nothing. It's not work.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jeffo. And let me play you something. And this is reference to the whole good to have you join us.
I'm back. This country plan was blessed. No natural resources playing, and then we are living with hunger. Nigeria as Nigeria, that is what they talk for inside Bible. It's not Israel. So what again? How somebody and then look it and then share it among themselves and then dump it back to the land and they will use it. Who is punishing who here?
Thank you.
Thank
you very much. Well, I also feel maybe we should just just talk about this in passing. The issue with WAEC results. WAEC had actually released a statement that they are withdrawing all of the results that have been uploaded because there was a glitch in some of the results because they were using and not protested their results. The same thing that played out in JAM is also playing out in WAEC. What exactly made a mistake and it affected a lot of students? And then Professor Ishakola, that comic public apology. Why couldn't WAEC just do more? Just make sure that you tie your own ends. Then you release result. People start getting E. Students that knew there's no way they can get E in the exam, and they knew are being paid. Agencies are being awarded, their budget into millions of taxpayers' money is being released, and then we still come back to hear things like glitches. Okay, let me read some of the messages we have. Lyra, Nigeria. What are the antecedents of those forming the coalition? Have they not been in power before? For me to believe them, they should restitute by returning all their ill-gotten wealth. Okay. Chooks from Badagry. I think we need a reculturation of this country. The FRSC picks on private even have licenses. For you to break traffic rule, all you need to do is pick a law enforcement agent at the front seat and you have free points, both from the police and the so-called camp boys, collecting illegal taxes from vehicles inbound the Seme border. Mr. Ope, the accident is nearly on a weekly basis. On the Kwamwam thing, his action is unheard of, and an example needs to be made of him. Chooks from Badagry. Thank you very much. I always find that thing very interesting, by the way, where drivers would pick, maybe a police officer or a military officer and then tell them to sit in front. So with that, they can stop at what they want to do because they have a law enforcement officer in front of the bus that should even arrest them for what they are doing. We have a long way to go. Good evening. Oof. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes. Sorry, this is Emeka.
Can. This one says, my name is Iṛsᴛᴜᴛᴇʀ from Abeson Estate. Our president is a good politician, but not a good leader. Everything about him is just politics. And Iṛsᴛᴜᴛᴇʀ from Abeson Estate. Hello, good evening.
Hey, everybody can call now. Is impunity. Look, this Kwam issue, to me, I didn't blame him. Honestly, you brought up me most. Where I coming from matter most. No matter where you are, no matter how socialite you are, your background will be there, thinking. Okay, you can switch it up. Suppose when they say they happen, and all this happen, who is to blame? And Kwam have been lucky. He had the cut off. Yes. To me, I think this sanction, you need to maybe for life, sir. Honestly, they himself by the road. So we start. You cannot blame the ruling party. You can't blame them. Because if they stand on their own, if their hands are clean, there's who go to a clean team with clean hands.
True.
They are not. And what about, okay, let me say one thing. You talk about this judicial cooler, the ban for life. All those who are gathered themselves at the agency, cooler the ban for life. You couldn't have said that. If they've been back, who said telephone is something for the poor?
Thank you, Ambassador Musba. Let's wrap up the conversation. Thank you very much. Let's talk to other people as well. This one says, good evening, guys. A good show you is that we have to keep finding a way to make it work and be blessed with those that love this country. On the issue of Kwamwan, he's supposed to be charged to court and jailed for attempting sus Festus from Ikorodu. Thank you. I didn't get the other part of your message, but thank you for texting. Mr. James.
Good evening, Okoyemi. My particular concern about the whole thing, though we keep discussing, is the issue of weak institution. Our institution is completely, everybody will keep doing whatever he or she likes, and getting that country that have a police, the structure of police will stand the exam. Whereby now, okay, take for instance, when Idiabo was at the aim of affairs, Idiabo is in one place, it's not everywhere, but in whichever corner you are, you will be responding because the institution will get you arrested and you pay dearly for it. And that is why we need institution that work. You see, all these things will fall into places. All these shenanigans, all these politicians playing politics with us, the institution will come for you when you are not getting it done rightly. Okay, that's just my concern. Let us pray to have good institution. Thank you.
Thank you very much for dropping your thoughts on the show. We're gradually coasting home. But let me pick this call and go.
I don't tire. Over the years, I've been trying to get you.
Oh, this is the first time you're calling on the show?
Yes. It has been difficult. It has always been difficult.
Let me welcome you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. In fact, your today's analysis is quite all status of society's ills. It is quite unfortunate that these are countries, like Nigeria has found itself like this. And the bedrock of the situation is we go back to the government, especially, let me just, we have done, in fact, we have talked about everything. Before I always ask people, before you criticize the government, just to buy gari, they will tell you this one is like this, this one is like this, this one is like. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite to castigate the government. Whereas within your own accolade, we do more than what government is doing. It's quite unfortunate. Politics is game of number. Let's quickly go to point. Politics is game of number. I work on your defect and catch on up. I want goalkeeper to dance on the wrong way. I did give a penalty now.
If you don't keep your defense tight, it's not.
So don't blame don't blame the position. Don't blame the position. Go and put it that today. Do your homework.
Thank you very much. Today is the 8th day of the 8th month of year 2025. From
I'm Alaji. I'm moving from Istelliota.
Okay, you're welcome, Alaji.
You see, it's unfortunate that this country is going on this way it is going. What are we dealing with ourselves? Okay? How are we dealing with ourselves? And imagine this. If you can the particular Pharaoh has gone viral all over the world. And this particular one, a popular musician for that matter, notable person, and they are behaving this way. How do you want other countries, to even the African country, to treat Nigerian people?
Of aviation and aerospace technology, Barrister Festus Keyamo directed the NCAA to place Kwam on a no-fly list. This particular situation would eventually, end or lead to, as if the pilots get sanctioned, then the other party should also be sanctioned. It's as simple as that. If the employees of the allow fly, then the other person that caused the issue as well should also face the consequences in a law court. It's as simple as that. Okay, good evening, guys. With the issue of Kwam, I think it should be taken to I'm from Moe. Hello, good evening. My last caller for the week.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. This is yes.
Okay, I love it when I get new members into the room, by the way.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you.
God bless you. Remain blessed as always. And
what a way to get ready for the weekend. For TGI, my own TGI, if it's not party, we'll go to VG in church. I'll be back by 6 o'clock to take you through the world of sports. On sports, it's going to be the Community Shield between the league champions Liverpool and the FA Cup champions Crystal Palace. I will talk about all African conquering Super Falcons with 50 million and a well-furnished apartment. I thank you to everyone that I made this week a solid success. From Bolaji Abdullahi, the National Public Secretary of the ADC yesterday, and to